Cam? It's everybody here. I have some business to take care of today. I told you in the last video that John Vega needs some data logs for me. If you haven't seen the last video, you should go watch it. I installed the PRL turbo inlet pipe and the race MAP intake tube. The turbo inlet pipe added 50% more airflow, and the race MAP intake tube added 47%. So we're gonna average that out to, what is that, 48.5%. That's pretty damn good. There are two potential problems, which is why I'm gonna do data logs for John Vega, including a full throttle pull starting at 2,000 RPM in third gear and ending at red line in fourth gear in R mode. If you remember in the race versus the Mark 7 GTI a few weeks ago, my car was breaking up a little bit above 5,500 RPM, and obviously that's unacceptable. If that problem still persists, the data logs will help John Vega pinpoint that issue. John also mentioned that the PRL turbo inlet pipe can sometimes not be machined perfectly flat, perfectly smooth, and that can cause air leaks. So hopefully we don't have that either. Let's get started. All right, our first order of business is driving around town with stops for 5 minutes. Let's do it. I am just gonna use the Flashpro here. You could have your laptop connected to your Flashpro, you know, have it in the passenger seat like Brian O'Connor style, and you could data log with the software itself. I am going to use the Flashpro brick, and all you have to do is literally just press data log. So I'm gonna do that in a second. I think I wanna do this first data log in sport mode. The roads over here in this part of Riverview absolutely blow. Data log, okay. So as long as that amber light is flashing, we are data logging. It's 10:21, so I'll end this at 10:26. I also got a few comments in the last video, people asking about, you know, street MAF versus race MAF. The street MAF, you don't have to use a tune. You don't have to tune your car. It runs perfectly fine on the stock tune. For the race MAF, however, you're adding so much more airflow that you have to have a tune to compensate for that. That is so much louder. I'm so in love with this setup right now. As far as, you know, my bolt-ons, there's still a few things that I want to do visually, both interior and exterior. Guys, I'll be honest, I'm really not liking the rear part of the Mugen set all that much. So I mean, I'm gonna look at different options for the rear. Maybe I'll end up just doing the Ferris rear diffuser that Marco still has, that I bought and then he bought from me. It's pretty much evenly split within the Type R community, I'm pretty sure. People's opinions on the rear part of the, you know, Mugen garnishes. Apparently I can't talk today, but... Oh yeah, dude. I just got about 5.5 minutes worth of the city driving log. Now, number 2 is cruising on the highway or similar for 5 minutes. It doesn't specify what driving mode the car needs to be in, so maybe I'll do like a mixture of all three during that 5 minutes. Whoa, bud. Blow-off sound is vicious. Guys, I just remembered, someone commented last night and said, hey, what about a blow-off valve? Like, when are you gonna get a blow-off valve? I totally forgot about a blow-off valve. So, I mean, I'm gonna do my research and figure out which one I want, and then hopefully I'll be installing that soon. Maybe even this month, we'll see. The steering wheel is so awesome. I love it. Now it's time for the data log. All right, 2,000 RPM in third gear. Whoa, baby. Whew. I'm pretty sure I noticed a difference in power. That was super fun. I've never floored my car that low in the RPM range before. The only other car I've done that with is my 9-gen Civic Si, the gray one, the Ghost Machine, when I was doing the remote tuning with Josh Randia, or Yosh tuned. That was awesome. That felt so good. And with the window down during that at least during third gear, dude, this is loud. I really hope the GoPro picks that up. It's almost like I'm getting more or at least the same amount of noise from the engine as I am the exhaust now. I mean, I don't think the car was breaking up at all. I was too focused on just enjoying it. I wasn't really paying attention to that, but I'm pretty sure we're good. Another thing I want to point out that I did notice during that poll, when tuners are tuning your car and when you're doing like data logs and stuff like that, then it's necessary for them to see pretty much the whole entire RPM range. But unless you have an awful tune, it's not going to give you the full amount of boost at that low in the RPM range. So what I did notice is when I punched it at like 1900, 2000 RPM, the boost slowly came in, and then probably it was around like 3000 RPM, maybe a little higher than that I saw the full 20 and then 21 pounds of boost, maybe around 3500 RPM. So obviously tuners know this. Tuners know how to get more power out of your car while keeping it reliable, or as reliable as possible. All right, I told you I was gonna get some exterior shots this video. That's exactly what I'm doing. I always feel so nervous, like putting my phone out, because I record with my iPhone 12. Anyway, I think we'll be fine. All right, let's do it. I'm also getting you guys a GoPro shot on my windshield. Guys, it's really hard for me to contain my excitement right now. Today is Tuesday, October 11th. Guys, today, Tom DeLonge came back to Blink-182. I cannot be more excited. See if I can drive with one hand up. Yep. The bastards keep coming. Time to roll. So I've been making punk rock music since my first band, Artificial Snow Day, when we formed in, I want to say, September 2011. I'll have a song that I'm working on at the end of the video, but also I have a bunch of stuff on Spotify. You can see right here. Just huge fan of pop punk. Blink-182 being my #1 favorite band. Holy shit, it is hot again, boys, here in the Tampa area. But yeah, me and Vivian are absolutely going to see at the very, very minimum 2 shows next year, because they announced the tour today also, and a new song that's coming out Friday. Dude, I'm just freaking pumped. Here's an update on the tree. So I didn't tell you guys this, but you probably saw it in the background of one of my last videos. Last Monday, being the week right after the hurricane, the city just came by when I was at work, and they cut down that tree, ours, that one, and some others down the street. And I can't tell if they just like came through and cut down all the trees that were, you know, that had fallen down, or if they did that because all of us submitted fallen tree removal requests with the county. So who knows how long that's gonna sit there. I mean, it doesn't really bother me all that much, but what's gonna suck is that grass is gonna be pretty shot underneath. Another beautiful sunset here in Riverview. That's one really cool thing about this area. You know what? Rockland, California had awesome sunsets too. I really do miss it over there in California. I miss the twisty roads. I wish I could, you know, one thing I'm upset about, I never even took the BRZ on some togue driving. Toge. Is that toge? Is it toge or togue? I don't know. Toge. I never took it on the twisty roads. I never made a video with that. I'm pretty upset with myself because of that. Because I got the car when I had already had the assignment to Florida, and then it got canceled. And that whole month of last December was just, I was just in a terrible mood, dude. I was so stressed out and in such an awful mood because I wasn't sure if I was gonna get out and have no job lined up, or if the PCS was gonna work or not. It was just, I don't know. Anyway, I say all that because when the BRZ is back, I really, really want to take that up to the tail of the dragon, or at least that area. It doesn't have to be the tail. Well, it probably should be, but that whole, I looked on Google Maps, that whole entire area is just filled with twisty mountain roads. So I would love to schedule a trip. Maybe there are a few people who would want to drive up with me, and hopefully Vivian comes as well, but Vivian might not come because of something that we're going to tell you in a couple days. But I don't know, man. I just want to start having I want to start having fun. I want to start driving the cars and having fun again. Even though I've never taken the Type R or the BRZ or any of my cars on a track, you guys know me. I've found ways to have fun driving the cars. You know, being in Northern California, bunch of twisty mountain roads. I'm starting to get really, really anxious about the BRZ though. Right now, we're waiting on the door handle harness because the door handle got ripped off the car here when the semi-truck hit me, and it obviously ripped off the handle, and it pulled out and yanked and twisted up all of the wiring. They're waiting on that. That should be here this week. And I think that's the last thing that they truly need in order to put the car back all together, because, you know, the glass is off, all the windows are out. I did get some footage of the BRZ the other day when I went to Marco's shop, but I'm not gonna make any more BRZ update videos until it is back in my hands and I can drive away with it. So I'll just give you everything in one video. It'll probably be like a 25-minute video. The GoPro's still recording. This is a GoPro Hero 9, and it sucks. The audio capture is complete horseshit. So I think I'm gonna order the new GoPro Hero 11 that just came out. I got Marco here. Marco is busy as hell as usual. Hey, you want to come see my parts real quick? Alright, Marco. Yesterday, I installed the PRL turbo inlet pipe and the race MAP intake tube. Dude, this thing is so much louder now. Like the induction noise it has a super low growl to it, and it's way louder. Just with 2 or 3 PSI, I mean, you can noticeably hear that the engine is more audible. These all look nice. So PRL included a new one of these evap housing things with their kit, and it's a little bit shorter than the stock one. The stock one went up to about here, and this, you can see this was rubbing on the hood. So now I'm pretty sure it's all out of the way because I put this shorter one on. But this is fat, dude. There's no room for this intake tube to be any bigger than it is. It's as big as you're gonna get with the stock, turbo setup and all that type of stuff. I'm pumped, man.
That's nice.
That took me a while to do. Yeah, I haven't put that on yet, and I still owe you money for that.
So you gotta put that on. You don't know.
It's low?
Yeah. Max is right here.
I just got a freaking oil change. They should have filled all that shit up.
About 3. I got some. Maybe get some.
Everyone wants to know, what are you gonna buy next?
I know I get that question a lot.
That you sold the Type R.
Well, that's what I got now in the meantime.
That's right. Marco just bought that truck from his brother, actually. It has how big of a lift kit? 8 inches?
Yeah, I believe that's how they call it, man. I don't know much about it.
Dude, that's insane. Yeah, very nice truck. Very, very nice. 2019, right? 2020.
I feel like I'm fully now driving that.
What about the new S650 Mustang?
Not a fan of Mustang.
Not a fan of it?
They look like a Camaro.
That is really all I have for this video. I'm going to send those data logs off to John Vega, and hopefully he looks them over and tells me I'm okay and everything looks good. 2 things I really need to take care of, like ASAP, are I need to put in some new transmission fluid and brake fluid. Somebody commented on the video where I installed the turbo inlet pipe and said that my brake fluid looks really bad. So I might do those maintenance things myself. I'm just, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.
Until his true sights